Hello, how are you doing? Let me switch over to my camera. All right. Hi, Goddess. Welcome in. Whoa. Huh, don't think it knew what it was doing for a moment there. It like skipped halfway through the song for a second, then it was back at the beginning. That's funny. Regardless, hi, Goddess. Feel free to blast music through all night whenever you want to. No, that's great. Send in everything you want. It's all stuff I'm sure we're going to love. In the meantime, I'll have it low for the moment and I'll raise it back up in a bit. So, Uh, I guess intros. My name is Bear. I'm barely watercoloring. Okay, that's out of the way. So what am I doing today? I had a thought. So I've been talking about wanting to do some Nebula for a while now because I like doing them. But I like doing normally larger Nebula, right? Or at least this. What is it? 9 by 12. And then once or twice I've done it on this really large A3 paper, but I had the thought of doing some smaller nebula or like micro nebula, however you want to call it, on a large sheet, right? But then I had the thought, sorry, I'm going to be smacking the mic here with that for a moment. Put that over there. I had the thought, why not make something useful out of it instead of it just being some quadrants or squares with a bunch of nebula, which will be pretty in its own. But I had the thought, why not make some bookmarks? Earlier today, I thought I could make something useful out of it, right? So I think I'm going to try making some bookmarks. I'll have to figure out how, like what size paper I'll use and how I'm going to segment all of it out to make sense. So the first thing I think I'm going to do is a little bit of Googling and find out what are normal bookmark sizes, right? So let me look at that really quick. Um, I'll just do that on my phone. Also, FYI, there is some work stuff going on tonight that I may have to stop at like a moment's notice to go grab really quick. And if so, I'll just go to like my be right back screen if needed. But just so you know, if I disappear and suddenly I'm like not present, it's because I had to dip off for work really quick. All right, so let's look. Typical size for bookmarks. Bookmarks are commonly 2 inches by 6 inches, but other popular sizes include 2 by 7 and 2 by 8. Makes sense. So 2 inches wide and either 6, 7, or 8 inches tall. Okay. Let's see. Ruler. Need same way. Family. And this is much taller, but I think we can make it work. It's almost 12 inches wide. So we can do the like less than 6 inch long ones and do a barrier across the middle and then do in 2 inch increments, accounting for a large border around the whole outside edge. And we'll just do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might be able to squeeze 8 across too high. So maybe we can get 16 bookmarks. And it doesn't have to be exact. We can use that as a good guideline. So I'll keep this ruler handy. Oh, right. My other problem. Well, here. I haven't used this for what its intended purpose is yet, but I do have this cutting mat. If I ever have to cut anything with an X-Acto knife, so I don't cut my mat back here behind it, my silicone mat. This might be big enough to put a sheet of paper on. Yeah, I think it will. I think it's double-sided. It is. Okay. That's fine. So let's do this. Let's grab ourselves a sheet of papier ink. And okay. So it's kind of nice that it has a ruler on it on both sides too. So if I need to use it to measure, I can do that, which is kind of nice actually. I kind of like that idea. That's pretty neat, actually. It's nice to have that as a feature. But I'm going to use it as a backdrop to tape this down and paint on to help stop from curling up because I don't really have anything else I can tape down to. And I think this will probably work. So I'm going to do, as even if I can, a border around the edges. And since we're going to try to go even amounts, I think I'm going to try to find the middle line uh, vertically and horizontally. And then we'll fill in the gaps evenly on either side until we have a decent quantity of these. Yeah, that'll work. Great. This is great. I love the song request feature. Yeah, it's working well for now. Knock on wood. Awesome. See here. Duh. Scoot that up a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to try to get the tape as even as I can because this tape is 1 inch wide. And the tape I'm going to use for the barrier or the in between tape lines is 1/2 inch, right? Yes, 1/2 inch. So that way I should hopefully have the same. Oh no. I'll have a larger border thickness around the outer edge if I do that. But that's okay because I can use my paper trimmer and trim the outer edges off so that everything ends up even. I'll figure that out later. Let's just do this so that it stays down. Okay. And I need to be really, really good about tamping this down so I don't have any leakage. It's the only word I can use for it. Okay. Oh, and if you get a second goddess, I don't know if you can really use them right away yet because it doesn't make sense, but feel free to check out my new redeems. I just did a couple of them. I think they'll be fun to use later. And I intentionally have them the cost in barely points that they are in order to limit their usage a little bit for newbies. So I can have brand new people coming in and instantaneously requesting painting types or requesting color choices. Well, that was too short. I'll use it on this side. Because I think giving away the farm out of the gate is too much. but if they hang around for even a very short while, those points will add up quickly, and they should be able to use them in short order. But if I need to do like a temporary discount at first, I'll do that. I am gonna fold this underneath because I think that's just better for, yeah, for me. Okay, no, that's good. I like that. Stay down. Stay down. All right. Okay. And it needs one more across. And that'll be enough. Comment. My other half is using the printer, and that freeze coming out. It's like one of the few things that really set him off. Well, I say few things. There's a lot of things that set him off, but the printer is one of them. It's a laser printer, so it's got to warm up. And I think he just doesn't like the noise of it. If we had an inkjet printer, he'd probably never even hear it, really. That's something to consider for the future, but I just hate the idea of ink drying out. So when I was able to get this laser printer, a color laser printer at that, I'm like, it was a steal. At $3.99, just having to deal with carrying it home, I think that was the biggest problem. All right. So I need to figure out what the middle line is on this. So let's see. We've got 12 inches to here. And then just 3.5. That's going to be tough. 12, 3.5, 15.5. Half of 15.5 is going to be 7.75 for the middle line. So 7.75 is going to be the middle line. So roughly here. And the only other thing that I could do would be if I had like a string or something and I could string it across and then fold it in half and then use that to gauge my middle line. But I don't have that. So I'm just going to wing it. And honestly, if some of them are slightly off size, that's fine. But I think this is, I mean, based on doing the math and seeing it here, it feels like it's in the middle. So that's what I'm going to go with. So let me go ahead and pull as soon as I find the middle, the edge of the tape. Is that it? No. Tape. Where? Oh, there it is. That way? That way. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we're doing the middle line. They're going to here. And if I move this up to here, these numbers align on both sides. So the 7.75 is pretty much right smack in the middle of the 9 on both sides. So that should keep me honest. So let me go ahead and peel that off. Yeah, that looks like that's even to me. Yeah. Okay. That feels like that's in the middle to me. Okay. And how about height? We'll come back to that in a minute, but let's see what is the in between on this. Like 10.75. That's such an odd number. That's so annoying. If I raise it up a little bit, Then the midline between 0 and 11 is 5.5. So I can just get it along the 5.5 like this, which is almost exactly on the 6 on this side, just above it a little bit. So I'm going to do that just above the 6. Wait, was it just above the 6? Or is the 6 just above my line? So right here is 5.5. Oh, okay, so 6 is just above. So I need to go just below the 6, ever so slightly. So not on the 6, next to it. Okay, so it's going to be roughly here. Okay, I'll start in the middle, tamp it down really good, and we're going to do the same thing going outward. No wrinkles, please. Yeah, I did good, I think. Okay, get this down really good. My tape has a way of wanting to peel up in like just the most inopportune spot to make the paint leak underneath. And since I'm actually like flood filling with indigo or some other colors, I'm really going to want to be careful with that. So, okay. All right. Next up, we need to cut this in the middle and then cut each of those in the middle. I'm the same for over here. So, centimeters might be easier because the increments are smaller. 19. So that is going to be 9.5. Okay. And 9.5 is going to get us almost exactly on the 5, I think. 9.5 on the 5, above and below, just to the left of it. There's the 5. There's the 5. Okay. And that looks visibly fairly even. So again, I'll start in the middle, tamp it down above, tamp it down below, do a little bit more. Okay. And tape that under. All right. Half of that. It's almost 9. It's like 8.75. Half of that is going to be about 4.5, which is again about near the 3. But we're such a small increment here, I can kind of visualize it better. So I should be able to just put it down. All right. Well, that didn't work at all. I tape split, which worries me a little bit. Did I just do that on this? Yeah, I did. It doesn't seem like I did that on the piece that I put down here. So let me find the edge and fix my mistake. This sounds like Elton John. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, tiny dancer. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Artful Turkey, what's up? Great. As if his palette wasn't clean enough, now his palette is just a paper towel. Shut up. I hadn't got there yet. I'm working on it. It's getting better. One of my last streams, Oracle, I was working on getting better at mixing, color mixing. So it's a little dirtier. It's not perfect, but dirtier than I normally have it. All right, let's try this again without ripping the tape before we're ready. There we go. Excuse me. That's long enough. How you doing, Artful Turkey? It's looking a bit dirty. Well, thank you, I think. Sure, we'll go with it. All right, so it was just to the left of the three, but it looks like we're able to definitely eyeball this. I have to be careful how I'm holding the tape so that it actually goes down where I want it. And it looks good. Get it in the middle, upward, downward. I'm looking on some bookmarks today. I've never made any before. So I'm going to do what I normally like doing. I'm going to do some nebulas or galaxies, whatever you want to call them. Maybe a little bit of both. But I figured I could do it in a way that's either saleable or giftable, right? So I'm going to be making, probably not today, all of them, but I'm going to start making some bookmarks, just some abstract nebulas. I think they'll be really cute when they're done. So I think that'll work. God, now that's a beautiful palette. Thank you. It's getting there. The more I use it, the better it gets, right? All right, let's get the next one here, and then we'll work on this side over here. Try not to tear my tape before it's ready. Great. Love Elton John. Okay. So that looks good there and there. All right. Well, I knew that was going to happen somewhere. No. They tamp it down. So I end up with mistakes in the corners, especially, is where it always screws me over. Where the tape meets perpendicular lines, usually one side, it creates just enough of a gap where paint gets down underneath it. Probably because in those moments when I'm doing like a flood fill, there's too much water. If it was too liquid, it just goes right into the nearest little gap. All right. Now I'm going to cut this one in the middle and then the same on both sides like I did here. And then I think I'll be ready to start. Nice. Okay. That's long enough. I think my favorite song by Elton John is Your Song. Such a good one. Love how I just gave up on the ruler and I'm eyeballing it now. Can kind of see where it is. Stupid tape. Sometimes this tape is just too freaking weak. I know that's the like purpose, but well, I'm sure if I use like actual oh, what the hell's it called? Washi tape? Yeah, washi tape. I'm sure it holds up a little better, but washi tape is expensive. These are not. These, like, I've got so many rolls of tape. I have so much masking tape. And for like how much I paid for all of this, I probably get like half a dozen rolls of washi tape that are way shorter than this. So that's cute for like in the future someday, should I like want to do some artsy fartsy, beautiful, look at me taping down my corners and, you know, posting a little naked video on Instagram or something, but I just don't care to do that yet. I'm happier just showing the end result and, you know what I mean? Yammer yammer, jibber jabber, blah, blah, blah. All right. Let me pick this all up. Now that I've taken it out, I have to put it all back. Got some of my business cards over here. I need to make some more of those business cards. I'll do that at some point. Right. Oh, Artful, if you're there, feel free to song request. I finally got that working. You can do exclamation point SR and then a space and then the name of the song, and it'll add it in there. You'll see Goss did a bunch of them already. You actually gave me the idea. I've seen other people do it, but it's nice to be able to actually have an option for people to put music on there. And then I don't have to really worry about it so much. I just have a backup playlist going, and then people can interject their music whenever they want. I love it. Sorry you hogged it. Oh, please. No, you're fine. There's honestly only like so many in the list. I did bump it up so you can put at least 100 songs on the list, and they can be up to 15 minutes long. If it ever gets obscene, then I'll lessen some of that. And for now, it's kind of unlimited for everybody. In the future, clearly, when it becomes a problem, I'll lessen it so that people can only do so many, at least back to back. I don't really care about that for now. People can fill up the list for now until eternity, until the list is full. I don't care. There we go. Managed not to tear my tape this time. All right. And what? I don't even know how loud the music is. I turn it down so I'm not like having a blast in my ear. Let me know if it sounds like it's non-existent, and I'll turn it up a little bit. I think it's mainly because I'm using the microphone monitor port on the underside of my microphone. And because of that, I can hear myself, so I know that I'm on, and I can kind of gauge like if I need to get closer to the mic, which I don't always do. But because of that, my music is also coming through my headphones on this. And if it seems like it's too loud to me when I'm listening to myself and the music is blasting in my ear, I'm afraid it's doing the same to you, but it's not equivalent, so I can never really tell. So if the audio is ever off in any which way, I'm too quiet, I'm too loud, same with the music, just let me know. I'll make adjustments. It's almost always me, though. I just have to tweak something usually. All right. I think this is about as good as it's going to get. I'm not looking for sheer perfection, but I can tell some of these are slightly a little bit wider and some are a little bit thinner, but in the long run, I think it'll work because my goal is going to be to trim with my paper cutter afterward. I'll get right in the middle of this line and then as close as I need to for the outer border. And as long as I'm not like lining them up like, a deck of playing cards and trying to make sure they didn't mismatch the sizes, it's going to be fine. Individually, they'll look fine, I think. I think that's it. All right. Haven't heard this song in a long time. All right. You turn it up a little. Honestly, to be fair, I think that's mostly what I'm going to be doing tonight. I may not be talking a whole lot because, again, remember, I may have to leave. What is this? Ugh, who cares? I'm going to have to pay attention to work stuff. It looks like they've already started. Yep. Well, I'm just going to pay attention to this to the side. So I'm going to be going between this and my phone for work. And as soon as the work stuff is fully done, I can engage again with you guys. So just forgive me if I go silent for a bit.
Sometimes it follows out on the what's that? Sometimes it follows on the news. See.
Okay, I'll turn it back. Okay. I did. And yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work. All right. Here we go. Let's hit the next one while this is drying. And I'll do wet on this one. Lord. Hi, Comet. Yeah. Sick. It's another Batman. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
What? Mhm. Mhm.
Hey, Turkey. You ever play with blooms? Blooms as in, hang on, I can actually show you. One sec. Excuse me a sec. I come. Kind of what I tried to do here, basically. I'm guessing I probably didn't do it well, but having water on the surface and then introducing paint to it so that it would spread on its own, basically. I could be misthinking it, but let's see. Oh, I totally missed my direction of water and shouldn't have. Shame. Can do that. I have not been, if that's what you mean. See. I never quite do it well. I probably have to look it up. When the paint mixtures are just about dry, you drop some drops of water all up on those mixes. Well, now I'm curious. When the paint mixtures are just about to dry, you drop some. Oh, I've done that quite accidentally. I think I get you. I think I get you. Like you force it to bloom and you create like hard lines around the bloom, right? Where it spreads out and it kind of lightens in the middle of where the paint was and makes it spread out, right? Yeah. Well, now that I've started this, I may as well continue it. I've got plenty of space to play. Now I just kind of want this one to spread out. I like how that one came out. Amazing what happens when you try to replicate actual like nebula images. They always end up kind of more beautiful because they're natural, right? Let's see. Not really designed for this, but we're gonna make this work. Yeah, I'll try that here in a minute. I'll make some stuff and then we'll try to drop some water on top of it. We'll see how that looks. Yeah. Mm. This isn't that. I'm just throwing this on here to do it. I'm just gonna let that one go. I don't like how that one came out. This one. Of course, my bear character's in the way, but yeah. All right. Let's try. Let's pick some interesting colors and try to get them really dark, really rich. And then we'll try the bloom idea of just dropping plain water on it. Let's try that. So, what colors do we want? Bloop, bloop. Discord. Well, I haven't really done anything with this today. Green gold. I just talked about green gold to goddess the other day. Use it. Not by itself. I think I'll add some yellow to it. Yellow or green. Or maybe both. That just drowned it out. More green gold. Okay. Ooh, that's gonna be neat when that dries. And I see that was too wet. Don't delay yet. Let's try our fan brush. Let's do more of that, but maybe we'll pick on color. Oh, that's a better idea. Let's do that. Try to get it all done in one. Hell, we can even use that. How about this one? Probably not dry enough for that. I totally have to experiment with it. Regardless, it's going to come out fine. Hmm. Let that do its thing for a while. Let's see what else we can do. I need to dump my rinse water, but I'll probably be done by the time I get there. Freaking hair gun in there, or bristle, or the two. We'll see. Figure I'd make like a fiery, like surface of a star kind of then. Okay, what do we do next? I haven't done a just pure yellowish one. She sitting there crossing with. She don't got a lot to say. There's something about her. You don't know it, but try to kiss the girl. You look and never do. What the deal is that to ask her? Take a look, not a single word, gone and a kiss the girl. Yeah. You can tell I'm trying to just get done because I'm tired. Has can they time to go Stanley and with teammate prefer to be yeah, that's kind of swell tucked in his chin like a stone. Now with the guy that gets tired. It's not so good, it's not around. Well, you need to hear them just like that. Okay. I think we're doing all right. I think a lot of it needs to dry, but I think we've got some unique colors. And I think I'll keep some of it to just the way it is. Uh, and not do 2 layers. I will for this one just because this was kind of funky looking. So I'll just try to add some additional dark, spacey in the way. But for the most part, I think I'm going to keep it the way it is, unless it's got some ugliness to it. And then I'll try to cover it up or enhance it, whatever you want to call it. And then I'll put some stars on it. And I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. So I will do that. I'm gonna, now that this is dry, I'm gonna do some splotches in there to get some cloudiness going on, like there's stuff in the way. Kind of cloud it up near the edge to hide that a little bit. I think that one would be good. That one could use a little love too, I think. Okay, I think I'll leave that one like that. I kind of like these faint like that, to be fair. I might even do these with dark stars in front of them. We'll see. Yeah, let's, I don't want to break up the dryer too much because I've got salt on this one and the salt needs time to do its work. Maybe I'll dry around that one as much as I can. Try to leave that one for last. And I need more paper towel because I have gone through this. Oh, hey, I painted my arm. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? And yeah. Let's see. And now the music has stopped altogether, so it's just like I give up. That's fine. I'm not giving. Okay. Yes, I can finish this up and be done for the night. Make sure this is clean. I'll wash that off in the sink in a bit. Yeah, let's try to dry some of this off. And now it's playing more stuff. Oops. All right. Let me do one final check everywhere and try to make sure I'm hitting the edges of where the boundary is going to be, because when I peel the tape back, that's where the border should be. And I'm looking at some spots where I've got some white right by the edge like this that might not make it work too well with the border, I think, but we'll see. But I can try to fix what I can in some spots. Let me head. Okay. Some of them will be fine. Beep, 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 beep. Some alarm outside is going off. Okay. I think that'll be fine. Well, you I think that's okay. To quit while I'm ahead. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'll grab my air gun or heat gun, whatever you want to call it, and dry it off one final time. I will grab some acrylic white paint and we'll get some stars on here really quick. Hopefully not over the whole area, but just that. Um, And then we can peel these, and we can probably worry about cutting them next time, but we'll see. Okay, that'll dry in a minute. All right, let's figure out our stars. So, acrylic. I have some white acrylic ink. And a little cup for that. Down here. Yeah, there we go. And then this. Whoops. Raise my mic up. Like, I need to tighten my arm. It's falling a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to get some white acrylic ink in my little cup here. I will wet the bristles of my brush. I'll probably want to dump one of these out and get some clean water. I'll do that in a second. And then I will do some of the stars with the toothbrush so I can kind of choose where I want it. And then I'm going to grab a small round brush and a large one, and then I'll smack the small on the large with a little paint on the tip to get some more intentional larger stars in certain spots. Then we'll dry it and probably call it and see if we can peel it. I don't know that we'll go as far as cutting them today. It's already at 2 hours, but we'll see how it looks when it's peeled, at least I think, before the day's out. Right. Let me go dump one of my waters and get some clean water, and then I will get started on that. Be right back. Right, back. The music's just doing what it wants. I'm turning it off. Okay. Let's go ahead. This is already shaken up enough. Let's fill it with some. Gee, I hope there's enough in there. I think there's plenty. Let's see. Ugh. But, oh yeah, I need to get the salt off. I'll do that in a second. Okay, that's probably all I'll need, but if I need more, I'll grab some in a minute. Let me grab my trash can. Come on. Come on, little guy. Okay, salt is off. Okay, so let me close my, is that dry enough? Honestly, no. Let me hit this with my G-Con. Okay. I'll just move it out of the way. Obviously. Grab my giant thing of paper, and before I close up everything where I can get to it, let me grab these 2 round brushes that I'm going to use in a minute. And I'm going to slide this forward a little bit, and I'm going to put my paper here to make a little barrier for the stuff on that side. And over here, I'm just going to have to be careful. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab some clean water and get some of the acrylic white and get some of it off of here so I don't get it everywhere. And let's start adding some stars. It's amazing how quickly stars make something. It makes it look like space. I still want white on this one. Okay, I want white on this one. I think I want white on everything except for the sun, but I'm already getting stuff on that, so that's what's going to happen. I can probably just be more careful as I get closer to it. One thing I could probably get that part, move this part here. And go this side. Okay, this should be enough to protect that. Okay. Let me clean the brush and me. At least as well as I can. And let's get the big stars on here. So I've got a small round brush and my large round brush. And I'm going to get some of the white. Actually, I really should wet my brush because this is a good watercolor brush. Oh, I usually don't use my watercolor brush. It's okay. So just make sure to clean it right away. So water and then the acrylic. Let's get some bigger stars in on some of these. And need it. That's pretty good. Okay, clean it off. Didn't get any on this brush. Good. Clean it off some more in this one. Whoops, that was not in there all the way. Okay. Done, and done with those. Done with this. I'll put it that way up so it can dry. Right, my brushes can all go over here where they're safe. All right, let me move this acrylic off somewhere where it's safe. Let's bring this down a little bit. This is still a little wet. We need to clean this up while we still got a chance. Nope, it's there. All right, it'll take alcohol and scrubbing to get that off, but that's fine. Okay, so it's in the middle. Scoop the water over. Okay, and let's get our heat gun. Dry this off. All right. Well, I think we're at the point where I can start peeling it. Let's go ahead and start ripping some of this tape off. I just have to remember. Okay, so I did the middle one here first, then the middle one horizontal. So I can do this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, then the middle, and then that one, and then the border. Okay, so let's start over here on the left. Let's see how good my taping job was. Partially how good my taping job is, partially how good my tape is. The part that turns it from looking like a hot mess to looking like something complete, right? This one, I can get from here. All right. 2 for 2 so far on my tapes. Let's do this one. All right. Let's do this next one. Doing pretty good so far. Let's grab the next one. All right. We're getting closer. Let go. Give me back my thumb. Okay, there we go. Taped it and all let go. All right. Very nice. The middle guy was next, or the horizontal? I think the horizontal was next. Yeah, the horizontal one was next. Okay, let's get that one. We're doing pretty good so far on our tape. All right. This one did go under a little bit. Yep. All right. All that's left is our border tape. Let's get that going. This is the one that's usually my biggest pain in the butt, weirdly, because this is the brand one. You think it would be better, but sometimes it's me. Probably most of the time it's me. All right. That one's looking good. Oh, this is so pretty. I might keep it as one big thing. All right. We'll see. And you come with me. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. The left one, and then this bottom one is last. This one's going over. There we go. Okay, and last piece. Wow, guys. Guys. I think we have a painting. Hell, this is going to be really hard to cut up. I might not want to. This is pretty. Check that out. And zoom back out and then lift it. Guys, this is going to be really difficult to cut up. It's going to be really difficult. I might not. Oh, wow, it's really pretty that way. Check that out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Do I leave it the way it is, or do I cut them out into bookmarks? Oh, no. What do I do? Let's get a close-up on them. Really like how these two came out. I like that one. I like that one. That's the one that has salt on it. The blue one. You can see where the salt did its thing. Actually like that one too. I like that one. This is like my surface of the sun with some sunspots. Oh, galaxy. Oh no, I like them all. Well, that's a problem I've never had before. I like what I made. No, I usually end up liking what I made, but in the moment, I'm always like, ugh. And then I peel the tape off and it's like, oh, I like it. Oh, I may leave it the way it is. Oh no, it was going to be 16 bookmarks, and now it might be one big painting. Oh, that's so neat. Okay, I'm going to stop gushing over what I did. I like it how it is. We'll decide whether or not we want to cut it up in the future, but for now, I think I might be staying the way it is. But you never know. I may change my mind in the future and do what I intended. At least it'll be already ready, right? So I have like an oh shit, I need gifts or something like that. Or I need to sell something to make a few bucks. I can do this if I need to, but yeah, no. As much as I like it the way I painted it, I like it vertical like that. I can have so many different colors in this one. Oh no! Whoa. Okay. Oh god, know what else? If we could frame it. I put that in frame. Oh fuck, that would be so pretty. Okay, fine. I'll flipping do it because I like how it looks. I'll do it right now. At least I can see what it looks like in the frame. Some of the border won't work because the border is the same as the lines in between, but who cares? You can see what it looks like anyway. Oh no, I like it. You come over here. Let me double check on the work thing because they were like doing it just now. You pull back a little bit and look at that. Things came up with the exception of that. They're doing their thing. They're on the phone. That. Get that back up. They're talking to stuff. Almost everything is coming up. Great. Insecurities. So getting that fixed as much as they can. Great. Okay. Weirdly, the only thing that appeared to break from the thing they were doing is the thing that concerns me. But I can't do anything about it. They're covering it, so I'll let them do their thing. All right. I have to be careful not to get any paint on it because I got a bit of some paint on the end of my thumb. I just don't want to chance getting it wet and getting it right on the clear part of this because, I mean, once it's on there, there's no getting it off. All right. Drop. And then on your side. Come on. Come on. Almost. There. Nope. There we go. Get it in there. Move it. And this goes. Nice. And the backer, I put it over to my left and put that right here. Let's close this up and see what we've got when we're framed. I like some of these frames, man. They're not like the best frames in the world. Clearly, I didn't spend that kind of money on them, but you did get them on Amazon as like multi-packs just for some generic frames. They usually have them in like a white, black like this. I've seen them with like wood green. I think they even have like silver and some other ones too, but just having anything at all to frame some stuff in is great because you can always change the frame out later, right? One more. Okay. Good enough. All right. See what it looks like. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's the top on this one. So I do it like that. Yeah. Oops, sorry. Slipped out of my hand. It's very slick. Yeah. That's pretty. That's going to be really hard to cut up. I don't think I will. I might. Again, in the future, I might. But that is really pretty. How can I say no to that? All right. Well, I need to take a picture of it still, and I want to do that outside the frame. So I'll do that when I finish the stream. But I'll go ahead and take it out of there now. But we at least know what it's going to look like, and I'll put it back in here when I'm done today. I might flip it around as well. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for me. I think I got a good thing done today. But in the orientation that I painted it. But yeah, I think, guys, that's going to be it for me. I will be back on Thursday, 4 o'clock Pacific. Doing what? I don't know. I sometimes plan a bunch of days. I'm covered for like a couple weeks, which is rare. And then sometimes I just wait and wing it until the night before or the day of. That's probably what I'm doing. So I don't know what I'm doing on Thursday. Maybe gaming. I did talk about wanting to do a gaming stream, so I might set up the Wii U. I had a plan to set up the Wii U and maybe play a game or two from that. So we'll see. I'll figure it out as I get closer to it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stop. I noticed that I think I accidentally flipped some white paint over there. So now I need to clean the window. Good job. Go me. The one spot that wasn't covered up by something, it found a way to get over there. I really need to make like one of those like kid science fair project boards where there's like a backboard and the side panels, and I can make myself a little cubby when I need to do stars because it goes flipping everywhere. I mean, I used to do it in the bathroom because I just don't care about the bathroom as much. Yeah, so I need to scrape that off and it'll be fine. I've got alcohol. I can clean that off of there. I'm yammering too much. 1 second. Okay. All right. I'm done with that. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out. My name is Bear. I've been barely watercoloring. Let's go shout out some people here, and then maybe we can see if there's someone online and rate them. Maybe. We'll see. Please check out Goddess Whispers and Artful Turkey. They're both amazing at what they do. Goddess, more recently has been watercoloring, but primarily she is the yarnomancer. She likes to crochet and does a damn good job at it. Please check her out. She also does gaming streams. So please go visit her. She is absolutely amazing. Love her to pieces. Artful Turkey is an amazing watercolorist as well. Please check him out. I absolutely adore looking at everything that he does, and he's got a great sense of humor as well. So please check him out too. Let's go see if anybody is online, and then I'm gonna head in. See, try to hit that, and hopefully it's not going to just play me back to myself. Nope, it's muted. Great. How about people who are online? Nobody I know. So let's see. Here's someone, vintage watercolors. Of all the things, vintage. That sounds fun. Let's check that out. Copy. I think I grabbed the backspace in that. Wait, that's fine. Close that. Go here. And that's not the one I wanted to close, like a dummy. They go right back where I belong. One day I will get these things figured out. One day. There's the button. Raid. Search. Paste. There they are, vintage watercolors. All right. Paint making. They're making watercolor paint, which is something that's always been very interesting to look at. I don't want to do it, but it's neat. So let's go watch somebody make watercolor paints. That sounds fun. Assuming they accept raids. Looks like they do. All right. Okay, guys. Well, you'll have a great day. Great night, rather. And I will see you on Thursday. Talk to you later. Bye.